Alright guys, back for more Lego Movie video game. Wait, did I skip a cutscene? I don't think I did. Hold on. Okay, so I don't think I skipped the cutscene. Hopefully I didn't. Let me see right quick. Okay, good. I just looked up someone else's video and it starts at the exact same place, so that's good. Again, never played through this game before, so... I wouldn't think that it would skip a cutscene unless if it asked you if you wanted to skip it. I'm pretty sure it just asked me to skip that loading screen when it was done loading. Which, thanks to the SSD in this console is definitely what I think happened, because it loaded pretty fast. Right, because this is an open world segment, that makes sense. Yeah, seriously, because, like, weirdly enough, the open world segments for this game are 60 well, actually, they were 30. Right, they were 30 originally, so this is FPS boosted to 60, so they're 60. On Series X and S. I have no doubt that if they were able to give Lego City Undercover an FPS boost, or if Traveler's Tales went back and patched it, the open world segments of that game could easily run at 60 on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S.
Wake up! How did you find the piece of resistance?
The piece of what?
The piece
Liam
of
Neeson.
resistance.
I don't... Where am I? What's happening?
What's happening? Playing dumb, Master Builder.
No,
Liar!
Look, I watch a lot of cop shows on TV. Isn't there supposed to also be a... Isn't there supposed to be a good cop?
Oh, yes, but we're not done yet.
Hi, buddy. I'm your friendly neighborhood police officer. Would you like a glass of water?
Yeah, actually, that's...
Too bad. Security cameras picked up this. You were found at the construction site convulsing with a strange piece.
That's disgusting.
Then why is it permanently stuck to your back?
Oh, wow! Get it up, man! Hey! Ah, woke him up! It's chasing me!
I can't break him. Take him to the melting chamber.
I'm here to rescue you, sir.
Whoa!
Look out! We've got to deal with these robots.
Sure. Oh yeah, I can do that. I hope.
Sir, we've got to knock out that missile launcher. This laser should be able to destroy it, sir.
Alright, let's see. Like, perfect 60 FPS, I love it. And it's great when I can, like, observe the higher frame rate as well. This is why I got a Series X and S. It's just for how, like, Microsoft, and the Xbox team are handling everything. I hope. There's a rumor going around that when they officially acquire Activision, they'll, like, open the door again for backwards compatible games, and I seriously hope that a lot of, like, 360 era and possibly OG Xbox era LEGO games, or not LEGO games, Activision games, and even Blizzard games, get added to backwards compatibility. Because one of the things apparently holding them back was copyright reasons. I don't necessarily blame them for not, like, for stopping the backwards compatibility program. They made a valiant effort. They got about 500 OG Xbox games and everything. And 360 games.
The laser can cut through or destroy any gold Lego bricks.
Things like probably closer to 600 games in total. But they did what they could. Because the thing about it is, like, since the Xbox One and the Series X and S are not natively compatible with the software for the original Xbox and the Xbox 360, they had to create an emulator for both of them for the Xbox One, which then got recycled in regards to software for the Series X and S, because it uses the same software and the same base software at least. And
An instruction page. We should look for more of these.
Good idea, sir. We can find out what the enemy is planning.
Yes, that's exactly why I need them.
Sir, do you have your equipment with you? There's a support beam in here I need you to drill through.
Should I really be doing that?
If you prefer, we could just wait for some more robots.
I guess a bit of drilling can't hurt.
But, yeah. I hope that, like, a lot of, like, games can be resurrected and given a second lease on life in regards to, Xbox 360 era Activision games at the very least. Whatever they can get to easily work with the emulator and everything. And I hope that some games can do FPS and resolution boosts as well. Because some games could use them. Like, 2 games, maybe 3, that I'm really hoping for that become backwards compatible are Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions and Edge of Time. And I know what you're thinking.
Wow,
But
you're
chicks,
really acrobatic.
the
Nice.
game
Thank
license
you, sir.
for Spider-Man games
I'll
is
see if
currently
I can
owned by
get over
Sony.
there, sir.
No, it's not. Sony owns the film rights to Spider-Man, they don't own the game rights. The Insomniac solo Spider-Man games are made in conjunction with Marvel. Marvel went to Sony wanting to make Spider-Man games because Sony owns the film rights and everything, and at the time, they had just struck a deal to have Spider-Man in the MCU.
Sir, I'm gonna need your drilling expertise again.
Can you give me a hand getting up there then?
Yeah, but that doesn't preclude Spider-Man from appearing on other consoles, well, other platforms, and appearing in other games on those platforms.
Come on up, sir.
Although the reason why Spider-Man in the Avengers game is Sony exclusive
Can you drill
for
through the roof?
Yeah, although the last time I did that I was almost fired.
PS4 and PS5, at least for now, is that they struck a deal with Square Enix for the exclusivity. And that's not necessarily that surprising when you consider that they have exclusivity stuff for a lot of different Square Enix games.
Did you say something?
Nope.
Okay, I guess I
And
did.
for some reason they have a lot of pull at Square Enix as well. Which I don't like, but that's just the reality we live in right now. And yeah. But if you look at the Marvel Midnight Sun game and Marvel vs. Capcom, whatever the fuck it's called, whatever the whole, like, I think it's like Ultimate Alliance or whatever the fuck is the full name of that game.
There's another instruction page behind that window.
What those games prove, and other games I think as well, prove that Spider-Man can appear on other platforms than PlayStation. And Sony certainly wants you to think that they own the rights to Spider-Man in video games, but they don't. Like, I'm sorry to burst a lot of people's bubbles, but they don't. So one of the things I'm really hoping that they do once the Activision Blizzard deal goes through for Microsoft is they get a bunch of old Spider-Man games backwards compatible on Xbox One and Series X and S from the 360 days. Whether or not they would need the original discs, or they would need you to have already bought the games, I would love to see those games be resurrected, and more Marvel games as well be resurrected through that.
Alright, let's take a look at what these instructions are for.
Because they, what is it? They easily could if they, like, signed a deal with Marvel and Disney. I don't really think Sony has any pull when it comes to that shit. Like, if if Marvel says yes, like, because Sony doesn't own the game rights to Spider-Man, they can't halt that shit. You know? Like, I would genuinely love to see Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time, and the first Amazing Spider-Man game, brought to, Xbox One and Series X and S, possibly given FPS boosts, if possible, as well as resolution boosts. I would be very much into that shit happening.
A giant ladder? Are you sure you built it right, sir?
Yeah, I built it right.
Well, let's climb it anyway. The exit's up there.
At the very least, frame or FPS boosts, I think that could be possible. It's either that or like full remasters for them. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see those games be upgraded to 60 FPS and possibly up the resolution. Because I have playthroughs of those games
Yeah.
on my main channel and this channel. And the games, they look fine. It's just for the time that they came out in. It's just that they could use a lot of TLC when it comes to that shit, you know. And I think it would be really cool if those games got either remasters or FPS and resolution boosts. Because, yeah, at the very least, frame rate boosts would be great. You know? And on top of that, I would just love the ability to be able to play those games at any point. I bought Shattered Dimensions digitally when it was, very briefly put back on the Xbox Marketplace back in, I think it was 2014, before Activision lost the license. And I have Edge of Time and The Amazing Spider-Man on disc. So that would be good if they did that. You know? Like, I would love to be able to just replay those games whenever I could. On the other hand, though, if they did like remasters, what they could do is make the cutscenes that are full motion videos in between the main acts of the story for Shattered Dimensions, but then also the pre-rendered cutscenes for Edge of Time. They could make those in-engine cutscenes. That would be great. The Amazing Spider-Man game has full in-engine cutscenes. Which is great. But yeah. But some of the character models could easily use TLC. At the very least, though, the character models in the first Amazing Spider-Man video game are not nearly as bad as the ones in Amazing Spider-Man 2. I have no idea how they fucked that up. Beanox. Beanox are fine developers, it's just that I don't know what the fuck went wrong with, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I really don't know what went wrong, because it's like, they were clearly building on the tech,
Can you deal with that robot, sir?
that they used for Amazing Spider-Man 1, which they had, which they previously built on, the framework of Edge of Time and Shattered Dimensions with the game engine and everything.
I can't get over to the other side with the robot firing at me.
But yeah. But, yeah, I would love to see if they could if they could do either remasters or put them on backwards compatibility. Because there was also the fact that Marvel did want to make games with Microsoft before they went to Sony and other companies as well. But that was back at a time where Microsoft was in a very different place, so they said no. And then,
Oh!
yeah.
Wait up! I need to fix the junction box down here.
Yeah, ultimately I would love to see those games be resurrected. If they did remasters, that would be much better, because then they could,
Can you fix it?
Sure.
they, like I said, could make the pre-rendered cutscenes into, in-engine, and then,
The exit's behind this shutter.
and then, whatever else, you know, and include, I wish that they would also include the DLC costumes for, Edge of Time as well, because, there was a limited exclusive DLC pack if you got Edge of Time from GameStop of all fucking places, where you got a bonus DLC code for 4 more suits, and yeah,
Oh, sir, you're brilliant.
Like-
You rolled a motorcycle out of the alleyway.
Funny story. Not my first time in a trash can.
and what was it? They never made it available separately to buy after the game released for some reason. So only those who got the game from GameStop have access to that DLC pack of suits. And if they could include those in a remaster, or if they can get the rights back, or if they could get the rights to resell Edge of Time for backwards compatibility on the for the 360, I would hope that they could relist that suit pack and sell it for like $1 or $2 on the Xbox Live Marketplace for those who didn't get it. I would love to see that. You know? Because the minute those go on backwards compatibility, and if they get, especially if they get like at least FPS boosted on Series X and S, I would love to replay those games. Because they're games I actually really like for the most part. It's a shame that Edge of Time doesn't get more recognition.
Some of these.
And
All of these.
the first Amazing Spider-Man game as well could easily get more recognition as well. Because that game, in my opinion, served as direct inspiration for the Insomniac games, or at least the first Insomniac game. You know, and like it's weird whenever I bring that up to people, it's like they for some reason don't like see it.
Shouldn't motorcycles have 2 wheels?
It's not finished, sir.
Oh.
Sir, can you drill out some more bricks for me?
Well, it's kind of breaking the rules, but okay.
But it's just like if they could easily bring those games back, like it would be great.
That's it, sir.
because I think that, like, a lot of people who have played the 2018 Spider-Man game and Miles Morales, if they could get the chance to play the Amazing Spider-Man,
Pull this down. Okay, that should be enough.
1, that game, they could easily, like, make the comparisons. Because it's just like, I've played the Amazing Spider-Man 1, I've played all those games, like, multiple times. Each. And that's how I'm able to recognize, like, the influence Insomniac took from
Sir, you can drop
the Amazing Spider-Man.
That's cool.
That's not going to fit. It did fit. You got lucky on that one. Whoa! It's awesome!
Jump on!
You've broken a lot of laws and a lot of things in the last minute.
Let's go!
Could you please tell me what is happening?
I'm rescuing you, sir. You're the one the prophecy spoke of. You're the special. You found the piece of resistance, and the prophecy states that you're the most important, most talented, most interesting, and most extraordinary person in the universe. That's you, right?
Yes, that's me.
Great, you drive.
What?
How do I steer? Keep it together, Emmett. Keep it together.
Oh. Wasn't paying attention there for a second.
Sir, can you do something about that van firing at us?
I'll try. Hey, the bike is shooting lasers. Should it be doing that?
That's it, sir. Keep firing.
It's like, maybe it should.
I did it.
Sir, there's another one. I need to get closer to those vehicles in front of us, sir.
Okay. Let me try something. I'm gonna lose my driver's license over this. Hey, what? Wow! What are you doing? Hey, this isn't meant to be a convertible.
You'd think.
If you fall off, I'll try not to run you over.
Sir, I need you to shoot the valve on the back of this truck.
You want me to shoot, Lee?
Whoa!
Hey, wait up!
I took it out before I even came up to it.
You might want to keep back. This thing's about to blow.
Should you still be holding onto the side of it then?
No.
Aim for the back of that tow truck, sir. Sir, watch out! They've blocked the road up ahead.
Uh-oh!
It's all right, sir. I'm safe.
That's great! Am I?
Pick on something your own size. Sir, You need to shoot those rockets out of the air before they hit you!
You!
I can see something in the back of that truck! Sir, shoot the back door for me, will ya?
Well, that hunch really paid off, didn't it?
Huh. This is very different for a Lego
Sir,
game.
I can't make that jump!
I like it.
That very nearly smushed me.
That was perfect, sir!
Yep, it was exactly how I planned it.
We need to make a ramp to get over those SWAT vans. So you need to destroy all the cars on that transport.
Okay, this looks like a pre-rendered cutscene. Because it's moving at 30 FPS, I believe. It doesn't look like it's from the movie. Yeah, it's definitely not from the movie.
Go!
Hurry!
I'm going as fast as I can!
Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go until the next cutscene, I think. Or whatever, and yeah. So I'm gonna stop this recording session here. Or gameplay segment. It's actually kind of nice, so there's not like a cutscene. So alright guys, I'm gonna pause here and continue in the next one.